Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I hope you all are fine. Dear students, I warm-heartedly welcome you all in today's science class. Students, have you ever wondered how wrestlers become stronger, how they keep themselves healthy and strong? What food do they eat to build their muscles? Yes, today we are going to discuss all about it. The name of the lesson that we will discuss today is Foods for Growth and Repair. Dear students, do you know what is food? Students, food is anything that we eat. Anything that we eat or drink is called as food. Food contains essential nutrients. What does food contain? It contains essential nutrients. These nutrients are carbohydrates, fats, vitamins, minerals, protein, and fiber. All these nutrients are very important for us. And why these nutrients are important for us? Because each nutrient has its own function. Getting? Why these nutrients are important? Because each nutrient performs its own function in our body, and we need all these nutrients to keep our body healthy and strong. Today we are going to discuss one of these nutrients, and that nutrient is protein. What is protein? It is a nutrient that we get from the food. It is very necessary for us. And why it is necessary for us? Because it helps in building our muscles and it repairs damaged part of our body. What is protein? It is a nutrient that we need to build our muscles and to repair damaged parts of our body. The word protein is derived from the Greek word proteos, which means primary. Like carbohydrates and fats, protein are also very important for us. It is most important part of our diet. And why it is most important part of our diet? Because it helps in our growth and building our muscles. Getting why protein is important for us? Because it helps in our growth and it also builds our muscles. Protein makes up next highest proportion of our body weight. Here, a question might comes in your mind that if protein is making up the next highest proportion of our body weight, then which nutrient is making up the highest proportion? Yes. What do you think, students? Which nutrient makes up the highest proportion of our body weight? Yes. Right, you are thinking very right. Water makes up highest proportion of our body weight. Which nutrient makes up highest proportion of our body weight? Water. Water makes up the highest proportion of our body weight. Do you know, students, how much water is present in our body? 70% water is present in our body. How much? 70% water is present in our body, and it makes up the highest proportion of our body, while protein makes up next highest proportion of our body. Get it? Growing children need a lot of protein. And why they need a lot of protein? Because protein helps in growth, maintenance, and replacement of the tissues in our body. Our muscles and organs are mostly made up of protein. Hair and nails are mostly made up of protein. And as we have already discussed that why do we need protein? Because our body needs protein to build and repair tissues. Protein is an important building block of bones, muscles, and blood. Do you know? Protein is also called as bodybuilding nutrient. What it is called as? It is called as bodybuilding nutrient. And why protein is called as bodybuilding nutrient? Because it helps in our growth and in building our muscles. Getting? Now keep in mind, which nutrient is called as bodybuilding nutrient? The answer is protein. Protein is called as the bodybuilding nutrient. And the food which contain a lot of protein are called as bodybuilding foods. Getting? The food that contain a lot of protein are called as bodybuilding food. Both plants and animals' food contain a lot of protein. But some food contain more protein than others. There are a lot of protein in meat, fish, eggs, nuts, rice, and beans. All these things contain a lot of protein. So if someone asks you that, how can we get protein? So what you will say? You can get a lot of protein from fish, meat, eggs, nuts, rice, and beans. All these things contain a lot of protein. Okay. A question is written here. Which meal contain highest quality of protein? Yes, think about it, students. Which meal contain highest quality of protein? Any guesses? Right. Egg. Egg contain highest quality of protein. Which meal contain highest quality of protein? Egg. Egg contain highest quality of protein. Egg white contain protein and water, whereas egg yolk contain all other nutrients. Getting it, students? Egg white is almost all protein and water, whereas yolk contain different nutrients like fats and different types of vitamins are present in egg yolk. And egg white is all protein and water. Okay, a statement is written here, and the statement is milk is considered as a complete food. Do you know why milk is considered as a complete food? Okay, basically, beta, milk contain a lot of protein. What does milk contain? It contains a lot of protein as well as some carbohydrates and fats are also present in milk. Get it? Why milk is called as complete food? Because it contains a lot of protein and it also contains some carbohydrates and fats. That's why it is called as complete food. Okay, as we all know that protein is very important for us. Here are few functions of it. The first one is protein helps to make new cells. It builds our muscles and repair damaged parts. It helps in our muscles growth. Protein keeps our body strong and healthy. It helps to do different jobs around the body that are necessary to keep us alive. And what are these different jobs? Like moving, eating, breathing, thinking, all these things need protein. Get it? So students, in this video, we have discussed about foods for growth and repair. The very first thing that we discussed is what is protein? Protein is a nutrient that we get from the food. It is also called as body building nutrient. And why it is important? It helps to build our body and repair damaged parts. It also helps to do different jobs around our body that keeps us alive. Then we discussed about sources of protein. Almost all plants and animals' food contain protein. Meat, fish, eggs, nuts, rice, and beans contain a lot of protein. Then we discussed we can get highest quality of protein from eggs. Milk is called as complete food. Why it is called as complete food? Because it contains a lot of protein as well as carbohydrates and fats are also present in milk. Getting students? I hope there isn't any confusion till now. Okay, it's time to have an activity. So, are you all ready for the activity? Let's start it. The first question is, which meal contains highest quality of protein? Which meal contains highest quality of protein? Yes. Right. The answer is egg. Egg contain highest quality of protein. Second question is, which nutrient makes the next highest proportion of our body weight? Which nutrient makes up the next highest proportion of our body weight? And the answer is protein. Protein makes up the next highest proportion of our body weight. Third is, how much water is present in our body? How much water is present in our body? Yes, right. The answer is 70%. 70% water is present in our body. Very good. So the fourth question is, which nutrient is also called as bodybuilding nutrient? Which nutrient is also called as bodybuilding nutrient? And here is the answer. Protein. Protein is also called as bodybuilding nutrient. Fifth and the last one is, what is the complete food for growing babies? And the right answer is milk. Milk is the complete food for growing babies. Very well done, students. Thank you so much. I hope there isn't any confusion in this lesson. Thank you and Allah Hafiz.